All right, we are live. Patrick, thanks for joining me this week.
Hello, Tom, thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone out there. Thanks for joining us on another off night. Normally, my next week I should get back to my normal Thursday nights.
Fingers are crossed.
Yeah, it's been a lot of stuff going on the last several weeks where my Thursdays have been kind of taken up.
Yeah,
already. So we'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
Cheers, Life from the Patio. Cheers, David, Tracy.
Hi, Sandy.
Cheers, Sandy. Yep. So thanks for joining us. Tonight, we're going to start off with a sample that was sent to me by Crappie Cat. He sent me a Jack Daniel's 10-year batch 4, which I haven't had yet. I do have a bottle that's not open.
Haven't had it either.
Before I got the bottle, he sent me the sample. So we're going to
do that.
Open up with that.
Since I've been traveling a lot, my brother got me this for Christmas, and I have a traveling briefcase. And for those who don't know, what's inside this traveling briefcase are all my special Glens. So it's a nice little trinket to hold everything. But more importantly, my whiskey sippers glass is in here. So we're gonna be drinking out of that today.
Cheers, Jeff. Cheers, Matt. And Two Strikes Whiskey. Old Forester 1920 you're drinking. That's a great choice. That's always a great shelfer bottle for sure. The
1920 is my personal favorite of the Whiskey Row series. And
I like the 1910. I like the 1910 the best. But 1920 is right up there, though, for sure.
Now, out of all of them, obviously Birthday Bourbon is way up there for the Old Forester.
That's not a shelfer, though.
Not a shelfer. It's on someone's shelf.
Yeah.
Usually it's a museum price.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I saw quite a few of those.
But my favorite, I think, just from the 10-year, I know it's a little bit pricey, but the 1924. I love it. I love it.
Two Strikes Whiskey is Matt. Okay.
So
welcome, Matt. In fact, we have some new Patreons over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Matt's one of them. Thank you, Matt, for joining.
Cheers.
Mark, HBs, and Timber. So we had 4 new Patreons over the last 2 weeks. That's great.
It's exciting. And then
great to see the community grow.
Well, but not only that, though, I think one of the cool little perks is as a Patreon member, I know there's a lot of videos that are already preset, but your name does get added to the end of the credits.
Yeah, eventually. Once you join, I add it to that list, and then as I edit going forward, it'll be there.
It'll go on. So I know there's some videos already out there that are in the queue, but super exciting to have people add to that list. I think it's awesome.
Yep. Good to see it grow.
Exactly.
And actually, when we shoot this next time, I want to make some specific Patreon videos. We've done some Patreon only in the past, but there are a few I want to do, like specific reviews. I'm going to make Patreon only.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Jack Daniels.
Cheers.
Oh man, I love the nose on these Jack Daniels. The older Jack stuff has such great nose on them.
I just went straight for it. This is the
Cheers, Eric.
This is the only batch that I've not had. So I own the 1. I've had the 2, and I've had the 3, but it's just so consistent. I love it.
Good.
They're so delicious.
Yeah. So if you're just joining, we are drinking a sample of the Jack Daniel's 10-year batch 4 that was sent to me by Crappie Cat.
Thank you.
And it is delicious.
Absolutely.
As always.
Yeah, we're both Tennessee Squires. So
yep. And I was down there 2 weeks ago.
I wish I was.
For the Squire event.
Yep.
The Wayuter hunt. In fact, there's my engraved Wayuter glass. I don't know if that'll show up on camera.
I don't say I usually have a Jack cup. I don't have one today. But I think I have Mothman for a cryptid, right?
Oh yeah. So
a little Mothman. I don't know how well you can see it on camera.
So my wife for our anniversary got me a set of slate coasters with cryptids on them. That's my favorite, the Sasquatch, and that's my other favorite. You hold it there with Mothman,
which I think is based out of North Carolina,
West Virginia.
Okay.
Mothman,
close
from West Virginia,
close on that side of the country.
Yeah.
East Coast.
As Jack aficionados, what was this? How does it hold up to the previous 10s and 12s?
I think
so. I'd have to blind them side by side, but my initial impression is batch 2 of the Jack 10 has been my least favorite. It was very oaky.
So I like the oak.
This one would be better. I think it's better than 2, but last year's Jack 10 batch was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think it's probably 3 would probably be better than this.
And I know
something we'll have to do a video. We'll have to blind
Yeah.
all 3.
Just gotta make sure there's some left. But
thank you, Tracy. You can thank Renee. Renee picked them up for our anniversary. So
yep. And I was gonna say, when it comes to the Jack, I think I have a little more controversial opinion on them because I prefer the 12s over the 10s. I know most people in our little.
Oh no, I prefer the 12s.
I thought you and Renee both.
Renee likes the 10s. I prefer the 12s.
Oh.
In fact, 12 batch 1 has probably been my favorite. All the 10 and 12 batches.
They're all delicious. There's nothing wrong with any of them.
But it's kind of unfair to compare the two because you got the proof difference, right?
Proof difference and 2 years of age statement difference.
Now, if we blind the 10 years, then you got all 10 years, all the same proof.
Yeah,
and you can kind of get a better judgment. Which, like I said, something I want to do. Yes, Jeff. Point Pleasant, West Virginia. That is where Mothman was sighted. You know, that's where the Mothman Museum and stuff. We've been there a couple of times. We've got the Mothman statue.
Nerd.
We went to the bunkers where Mothman was supposed to be seen and stuff like that. So
yeah.
We made that trip a couple of times.
Cheers, Eric.
Cheers, Eric. So this past week, we were both traveling. We were both gone.
Well, I feel like the last
weekend.
like 3 weeks we've all been traveling.
Well, yeah, but different place. I was home. I think you were gone all week last week, right?
I went to 2 weekends ago. I went to South Carolina for like a half a week, and then last weekend, just got back on Monday. Went to the F1 race in Miami, which I'm actually, unfortunately, supporting a team I don't like, but it was the only one that had like all the stats and stuff on the back, which I wanted. But big Ferrari fan over here.
Well, Matt, the only problem with trying to blind 10 versus a barrel proof is the difference in the proof. I mean,
yeah,
when you got 130 versus 94, it's going to be
drastically different, especially when people who love proof.
Yeah, right.
So it's automatic. We're going to gravitate towards that.
And Tracy said she got to do a warm up before hitting the 140 proof. We talked about this past weekend. We talked about this extensively. You need to do a warm up pour.
Yeah,
Tracy.
I highly recommend doing something like low 90s or like high 80s.
90 to 100. 90 to 100 is where I go.
And I know, but there's some other ones that are like 86 point something.
There are like Evan Williams single barrels, nice warm up.
That's a good one. Yeah. I like the 15-year IW Harper.
Yeah, I know you like.
I love that one. 15 years for $100. It's a great price. That's incredible.
Well, you got to remember that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, no, definitely start your way up and work your way up. You don't want to just like nose it and all of a sudden you're just getting all the ethanol. Yeah. You're gonna go blind just from like eyes watering.
But then this past weekend you were at the F1 race down in Miami?
Miami, yep. Yeah. So my cousin lives in Fort Lauderdale, or the Miramar, which is in between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And very fortunate, picked me up, him and his wife. Had a great time. The night we got in, we were up till 4 a.m. Just swapping stories and drinking bottles, and had a great time. Brought some samples down, trying to get him into like Hard Truth, and brought some other stuff down too. So had a great time. And the next day we went bourbon hunting. A lot of the places didn't want us to film, and only got 1 bottle the entire trip. So I felt pretty good.
Go. That's
he's
light spending for you.
Maybe. I ended up getting a 2025 release of the Burrye from High West.
Yeah,
High West.
Okay.
Big fan of that one. So very excited to find one of those on the shelf. It was only $135.
Okay.
So normally they're like $150. So I was like, oh, slightly under price.
All right, we will be doing a monster race tonight.
Yep.
If you kind of move up, we do have the same A, B, C, and D, the blind bags.
Do the Vanna White right here.
Yeah. For every $5 in super chat, you'll get an entry. Last week, Sugar Kitty won the weeded flight. It was a sample set of 1792 Sweet Wheat, Weller 12, and Old Fitzgerald 8-year.
Ooh, those are all good.
So,
especially the Sweet Wheat. That's a very different bottle from the 1792 lineup.
Yep.
It's very unique.
So while you were in Miami, I was down in Memphis doing a barrel pick at Blue Note.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had those tickets for this trip back in December, so I unfortunately wasn't able to make this pick as well. But it's, from what I hear, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good pick. You'll get a chance here in a little bit to try it.
Little teaser.
Yeah,
thank you.
But so we went down. We made the trip down to Memphis. It was a great time. It was a lot of fun. And we had a good time. It was a good pick and a good time altogether. The guys from Life from the Patio, T and Marty, showed Renee and I around, took us out to some of the local stores, and took us, some of the sweet spots to bourbon hunt,
the honey
holes,
as they say.
Honey holes before the pick, and then
Yeah.
after the pick, we went and had some Gus's chicken and
Love Gus's
went over
chicken.
to Old Dominic and drank some Old Dominic and went and had a party in the parking lot, and then we had a party at the hotel after.
Did you happen to have your blue suede shoes when you went to Beale?
I did not have any blue suede shoes.
Might need to get a pair for your next time going.
Yeah.
So we can say you're 10 feet off of Beale.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you,
Got
Eric.
you down for the race.
There you go. Hey, if you're the only one competing right now,
that'd be
guaranteed winner.
You're guaranteed winner. Matt, still don't know why they don't mass produce sweet wheat. As its MSRP price point is pretty unique, and often it's a good jump off to introduce folks to wheaters. I don't know why either. My only guess is they don't make a lot of that mash bill.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of the weeded mash bill Barton really makes.
Yeah.
Or has barreled. So that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah. It is a really unique one, and it's delicious. I happened to get a bottle last year. Have yet to open it.
I've got one open. I
tried it. I think it was for Brian. I think Brian gave me, or we swapped.
I think
bottles.
you traded something.
He had I had a single barrel, and he had that one. So we just did a swap. So it's pretty good. Maybe it was a foolproof. But either way, we just swapped.
Brian, speaking of Brian, he was part of our barrel pick. He made it down to Memphis.
That's right. I think he was, if I'm not mistaken,
there you go, David.
David got 2 in there. I want to say Bryant was one of the last people in.
Tracy, he was the last one.
Yeah.
Actually, the night before, I had a cancellation, and Father Thorntonberry from Life from the Patio, he had joined them when they joined me on the live, and I said, "Well, if you want to come, you can come too." He was the last one. Really.
Okay.
It was the night before, only because Ruben wasn't able to make it.
Gotcha.
So he filled in, and so there were 11 of us at the barrel pick.
It's a good number.
Yeah, it was pretty good sized group. I mean, normally we're more like 8. Most places do 8, but they let us have a little bit more. So there were 11 of us. We did the pick. In the end, we came down to the 2 that we thought were the 2 best, and it was a 5-5 vote, and I had to be the tiebreaker.
Oh God, of course,
Yes.
of course, there was Todd.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so there was very split between barrels A and C, and they were very different. They were both good, but they were good in different ways.
Yeah.
So, I ended up having to break the tie.
Interesting.
So we'll see what you think when you try
so,
here in a minute.
Yeah, apparently I'm going to get a sample in a little bit. So I'm very excited to judge Todd on this one. It's 100% on him and no one else.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, $4.99 is the same as 5. It's the same entry. It's got to do with the fees. Yeah, Tracy's right. Don't worry about it. It's the same thing as doing 5. When it shows up as $4.99 for the chat.
It's okay. The next time we
YouTube
see you, just find a penny on the floor and give it to Todd. You'll be fine.
So we did our barrel pick, and we had a great time in Memphis. It's the second time I've been down there.
Oh, did you get Tracy's? I
And
thought
I
she put one on there.
I did get it right there.
Cool deal.
I got Eric,
We
David,
got
and
you.
Tracy. I got all 3 of them. But yeah, so I've always had a good time when I've been down to Memphis, and
Yeah.
we did go to the guys from Life in the Patio took us to a barbecue joint before the Blue Note pick. Was Cozy Corner Barbecue.
That sounds good.
I never heard of it. They said it's been on that like diners, dives, and drive-ins or whatever.
With Guy Fieri.
Yeah. So we went
That's
there,
awesome.
and they had a pulled rib tip sandwich is what I had. It was
sounds
really
delicious.
good. Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Well, speaking of barbecue, little side note, this past weekend, we see all these fantastic vendors, so many good food options. There's shawarma, there's barbecue, there's American, there's everything, smash burgers, there's fair style food. It was so good. But when we were there, they had one barbecue pit that just had a line that went on for like what I thought was like hundreds of feet. So my cousin went somewhere else. He got, I think, a burger. He's craving a burger, and I went after this barbecue place. Didn't really even look at the menu. Just went up there, and then I was like, "Well, what do you got?" She's like, "Did you see the sign?" I go, "No." Just tell me what you got, and I'll pick from there. She's like, "I got brisket." All right, stop there.
There you go. That's all you need.
Done. That's all
Brisket,
I needed.
That's
so they had
the best. The best.
Brisket's my favorite. So they
Yeah.
had 3 different sauce options. They had a vinegar based one. They had a sweet and tangy, and then they had a spice. And
sweet and tangy is what I go for.
That's what I went with.
sweet
It was
and tangy,
their
yeah.
original, but they called it like a sweet and tangy something original, but it was incredible. And I had to wait like an extra 30 minutes for it. Totally worth it. I would actually wait an hour. It was that good.
Jim, thank you. I got your entries. Jim P, thank you. Yeah, I like the sweet and tangy. I normally go for. You know what I like? I like the Carolina style barbecue made with the mustard. The mustard.
Oh, that no, not a fan of that.
Oh,
style.
I like that. I like that mustard based Carolina barbecue.
I like. I think it's actually a Memphis style where it's a little more smoky.
Yeah, that's how that one we had at that Cozy Corner.
Oh, Cozy Corner. Yes.
Was I got the medium. It had a pretty good amount of spice to it for a medium.
Yeah.
So it was a little spicy for sure.
For me, I'm a little bit of a wuss. Can't really do spice too well unless I kind of build up to it or do something really spicy. Then everything underneath it tends to like not hit as hard. But yeah, big fan of just barbecue in general. I think I have like 10 jars in my house.
Okay. What do you guys think? What kind of barbecue do you guys like? I know everybody, about everybody eats barbecue. What do you like? Do you like the sweet? Do you like the spicy? Do you like the more vinegar base?
Yeah. Let us know. And what do you like to eat with it? Like, is it pulled pork? Do you like ribs? Like, what's your go-to?
So my go-to side, brisket's my go-to meat. Yeah. My go-to side is baked beans. I love baked beans with barbecue.
Oh, especially if
baked
you
beans
get
and coleslaw.
Some thick cuts of bacon, like
you get pulled pork. You get the beans with pulled pork in it.
Oh,
you get the pulled pork in the baked beans, cooked in the baked beans.
If those on camera right now are watching,
smoke butt.
look at how excited he is right now. His face just lit up like Christmas. I
love some barbecue. Matt says I'll eat almost any style. Eastern North Carolina, the vinegar red pepper. Okay.
Oh yeah, the red pepper. That's
Tracy says she likes the smoke butt. You like the bone in? You smoke the bone in pork butt. Yeah, it makes some great pulled pork.
I love it. I was gonna say a guest that was here, one of our good mutual friends, Pat Weigel. Not sure if he's here tonight or not, but he does an incredible job with his brisket.
He did a live for me one night, and we talked about that. He makes such a great brisket. He really does.
I don't want to say he owes my family, but he owes my family a cooking. We're going to pay for it or whatever, but he said he'd cook it for our family. And my brother's supposed to be moving back up to Ohio. So I think that's when we're going to do a little get together and utilize his services.
Yeah. His brisket is phenomenal.
It's incredible. So good.
David just likes his butt rubbed and his pork pulled.
All right, that comment go away pretty quick. Show. Yeah. Yeah, we may have a 21 plus crowd for the drinks around us, but still, let's keep it PG.
All right, you go ahead and finish that off. And
this is so good though. Thank you again. This is delicious pour.
Yeah, Crappie Cat. I didn't see you on, but if he comes on, thank you. I haven't seen Brad. Brad might not be on.
Brad's probably drinking a beer like an idiot.
I wanted to tease him about missing that Blue Note pick.
Yeah.
So another announcement I want to make, and this is the first time I'm announcing it.
Oh, breaking news
on the show, but there will be more coming. On June 14th, Saturday, June 14th, I'm going to be doing a 1-year celebration live stream.
Yeah.
So our first real video Devin and I edited and published was on June 10th of last year. So the 14th this year, that Saturday is when we're going to be doing I'm going to be doing a live stream. Devin won't be here still, unfortunately, but so we will have a live celebration 1-year extravaganza. I will be giving away some bottles to viewers. We'll be doing some special duck races for bottles
or monster races
or some other kind of race.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing a Patreon bottle giveaway.
Ooh,
so
I'm in that club. So I know there's some new members. That hurts my chances, but I'm glad you're joining.
Yeah. So the 14th, mark it down. We'll be doing probably a 2-hour live stream celebration.
That'll be fun.
Yep. So you ready to try this Blue Note?
Yeah.
You've had a little warm up.
Warm up of a fantastic pour. Is this all for me, or are we splitting this?
No, that's you.
Oh,
go ahead. You can have that.
Thank you.
There's not a lot of sample left, so I gave you what I could.
I'll probably actually go a little closer to the camera. Not much left.
Yeah.
It's like maybe a third.
But it's enough to get a little taste of it.
Yeah. It's exciting. We have 2 empties.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that on the 14th, celebrating our 1 year, and we're gonna have a little party afterwards. So, I'm thinking about maybe be able to set up and live stream the after party, even if there won't be a lot of interaction. Just if people want to watch, they can kind of watch.
The exciting thing for me is I believe that's my girlfriend's girl weekend. so I should be free.
Okay.
So if anything, I'll be here for the after party. All right. Give a little
Give us your
SJ.
thoughts there.
Oh man, it already smells good.
That's what stood out to me with it. I thought it had a
good-
great nose. The
got
nose
good
was
legs.
the best of the,
Look at those
of the
legs.
three.
I don't know how well you guys can see it on camera or not, but dang, this is good. Legs for days.
Invite everybody over. If I had a big enough place, I would invite everybody over, Tracy. I would.
All right, going in. Oh, this is good. I love it. So I know without spoiling too much, it came down to Todd's vote.
It did come down to my vote. Yes.
It was 5 for option A and 5 for option B.
C, option
or
C.
option C
Option
or whatever.
C, yeah.
But I've never had a bad Blue Note pick from anywhere, whether it be a total wine pick or a club pick or
Yeah, they have the stuff's good.
a liquor store or a restaurant. They're all incredible. But this might be one of the top ones I've tried.
Tracy said it was very dramatic. It was funny. It was down to, so it was 5-4 and it was Tracy's vote. So she was the next to last one besides me to vote, and she tied it up. And I don't know if she did that on purpose or not, but then it came down, so it was down to me, and I gave a little speech before I made my pick. So
yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Justice is blind.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to. That's pretty good. I had a tater sticker already made, but that one's kind of good. I don't know. I might go with that.
Do you know this? Are you allowed to reveal that yet?
The tater sticker?
Yeah. Or some people on the pick kind of know about it?
No, nobody knows about it except me and Renee and Devin. It was I created a tater sticker before, based on a old blues song. Because it's a Blue Note pick. Yeah. We're in Memphis, home of the blues. Yeah. So I did a tater sticker based around an old blues song. So we'll see. You did not do that on purpose. It just worked out that way. Okay.
Sure.
Either way, it was pretty dramatic. It was funny. It was a good time.
I think that's what makes a little bit of the experience. Like everyone's like, I think it's this one or I think it's that one, and then have to come down to the wire like that is really cool. So
what's your notes on it?
All right.
See what you think of it compared to kind of what I had on it.
So I get on the nose. I'll go with the nose now that I've actually tasted it. On the nose, I get like very, very, very subtle cloves. I get like a pretty heavy vanilla. I get some caramel. I don't get too much oak, but it's definitely like a sweeter, not so much like dessert, but like it's a little on the sweeter side.
It's definitely a sweet note. I thought it was a very nice sweet nose.
It's not like an overpowering dessert like you would maybe get like in a double oak for like Woodford. Like a Woodford double oak has like a very like chocolatey dessert sweet. This not the case.
Right.
This is very good. Almost some of that like caramel toffee notes as well, but not so much on the chocolate side. But delicious smells. And then from the taste, it's pretty much the same thing, but I get a little less vanilla and a little more caramel. It kind of flip-flops on like the smell to the taste.
So to me, the thing that really stood out to me on the very front of the palate, I got a lot of sweet oakiness. It almost reminded me of something like a French oak finish, like a lot of like it's real sweet oaky on the front.
See, I get a little mid to the back palate. I get the oak. I don't get it on the front.
I got on the end. I got some like spice. It was like oaky sweetness on the front that transitioned to a spice and had a really long finish. Like your whole mouth is just left tingling.
Yep. 100% agree. This is a great pick. I cannot wait for this. This is what, next month?
It should be in the warehouse next month and available to buy next month.
Do you have a rough estimect, like early, mid, late?
I can't say. It all depends on when the distributor gets it delivered to the warehouse. That the expected delivery is sometime next month. So
okay, cool.
Blue Note said they will have it bottled and ready to go within like 2 to 3 weeks, and then it's up to the distributor to get it to, because they have that 3-tier system.
Yeah.
So they don't deliver it; they have to have the distributor pick it up, take it to the retailer.
Yeah.
So
creating jobs for somebody.
Yeah.
It could just be more directly to consumer.
Right. So if you're just joining us, we are doing monster races, basically like a duck race with monsters tonight. We have 4 bags with something in them. Every $5 in super chat gets you an entry into the race.
Yeah,
into the show. So something I picked up while we were down.
It's funny. I got 2 of these.
Not this one though.
I got one on the video that came out today when I was in Palm Beach in the beginning of April, and then Paul got me the other one. That bourbon guy got me the other.
But you got the regular Canadian whiskey. This is the
did.
rye. So we were down in Memphis. We ran across this Obtainium rye. It's 14 years old. And I do like the Obtainium, the regular Canadian whiskey. The one finished in Stitzer Weller barrels is one of my favorites. It's absolutely amazing.
It's incredible. The one that I got was 17 years old, 162 point change. Yeah. And it was Stitzer Weller. So very excited about that one.
This one is 128.8. So it's a little lower proof. It is a 14-year Canadian rye.
I was going to say, instead of America, I should just pop out and say Canada.
I did. If you go look at the short where I fresh cracked it, I say Canada.
I need to watch like all the shorts. Because I've been traveling, it's been like hanging out with my parents, with my girlfriend, and pretty much just like work. I haven't done like anything else besides traveling.
Yeah, Matt, I agree. The Blue Note was impressive. I thought I like Blue Note. That's one of the reasons I picked them is I think they're highly underrated.
Oh,
you don't ever hear really people talk about them, but I think they put out some really good bottles with their barrel proof stuff. So,
well, not just that, it's all reasonable.
Oh, very reasonably priced.
They're like, for a pick, it could be anywhere from like $50 to like $60.
Yeah,
I don't know how close it is going to be. How close it's going to be for what the distributor and stuff's going to.
Yeah, I don't know the final price yet because I have to find out what they're going to add. But my expectation is in that range somewhere 50 to 60.
Yeah, I mean worst case maybe 65, but still it's going to be incredible.
I don't think it'll be that much, but again, I don't know until I get the final tally from the distributor.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to try this one.
I was expecting America, David. No, it was Canada when we opened that one.
Yeah. Oh, Canada.
But I opened it at the bottle share after. So we went back to the hotel and we had a bottle share. We opened a bunch of stuff, and this is one of the ones we opened. Matt and Tracy were both there. Bryant was there. Steven Scone. I don't see him on tonight, but Steven Scone had Steven was he was lit. He was lit.
I know. I heard, I've seen a bunch of his content been pushed out more recently.
Yeah,
I think it's just finally all these videos finally getting uploaded and being sent out.
I think he was just caught up working a lot.
Probably
had some time.
Yeah, probably. So but
what it was.
I've seen a lot of this stuff come through. So Steven, I've been watching your stuff. Hey,
there he is.
There he is. There's the man in that. Your ears must be burning.
You might not remember as much as you were drinking.
I was there.
I've never seen somebody pass out standing up before.
Oh no, I've seen that before. I've seen that before.
So I'm amazed you made it to the hotel. But so Steven was there. He was part of the pick and the party afterwards. It was a good time.
Oh yeah,
we did have, and that's why I was hoping Brad would be on. I'd want to tell him he likes to talk about my trunk samples. We had a trunk bottle share in the parking lot at Old Dominic.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So we had people opening up bottles, and people had their trunks open. We were standing in the parking lot, and everybody's drinking in the parking lot outside the distillery. So it was fun. I opened up the Penelope 10-year.
Oh yeah, I have. I just got. Well, I'm expecting to get. I'm going to hopefully maybe get this week or next through a trade with one of my friends, the 17-year American light whiskey.
Oh, I've got that one.
I know you do. It's delicious.
It's good. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. So
cheers, Steven.
I think I tried it with you.
I'm sure you
first
did.
opened it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm
when
sure
you
tried it. I'm sure you've tried it.
I tried the 15 from last year, and that was really good. So I was like, I'll go with the other one.
I'm a fan of the American light whiskey. That's good stuff, that American light whiskey. Yeah, Tracy was there when I opened it because that was at the Hard Truth pick. I opened it after the bottle share after the Hard Truth pick.
Because I was sick, and when I came back to get some stuff, that's when I got to try it. Yeah. So I was like, I knew I tried it, and it wasn't too far after it was open.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
It's delicious.
People like that Penelope Estate 10-year too. People were enjoying that.
I have the 9-year, and to me that one has like the kind of like the Smack'ems or Smacks. Remember that like cereal with like the little bear or the frog or whatever it was. Honey Smacks. Yeah, that was so good. To me, that's exactly what it tastes like a little sugar rush.
Yeah, I like this. I like
I'm getting into
but I like some of the Canadian ryes, like the Alberta Premium.
Yep.
some of those other Canadian rye.
I pointed that out in the video that dropped today. I was like, oh, that's a sleeper.
Yeah, I like Canadian rye, and they got to be a little bit higher proof, a little bit older. So like this one it's pretty good.
Yep, Eric, completely agree. It's incredible. We love American light whiskeys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This does not taste the proof points.
No, it does not taste. Even though it's not hazmat, it's still 128.8.
Yeah.
128.8.
Well, yeah,
at least it doesn't feel like
maybe
that.
like a 112, maybe a 110.
Yeah, it drinks light.
But not only does it drink light, it's obviously with rye, it has a lot of those baking spices, that pepper, that minty spearmint taste.
Mm-hmm.
It's very subtle. It's not overpowering on all of those fronts. It's not as bold. It's really good.
Yeah,
this is if you ever find one of these, just buy it.
Yeah, it was only $50.
Yeah,
so it was a real great price on it too.
Yeah, the one I got, I think it was only 70. I think it was 70.
Your Tanium, but it was just
the one I got.
It was
a
regular Canadian whiskey. Right?
Yeah, it was a 17-year one. Yeah. But it was only like $70, and I was like, absolutely, I've tried it. I've tried the 28. It's like it's really good.
Yeah, I love the 28 finishing the
like,
Weller.
A little younger, but I'll go for it. It's delicious. Yeah. And then that bourbon guy actually got me the other one. So
yeah, was picked up. He picked that up from State Liquors.
Yep.
Because he had seen it on my video.
It was the last one.
Yeah.
So the unique thing is with like our bourbon group is that we all travel.
Most of us
travel. So it's like we all mule for one another. So it's like, Todd, I can't make it, but grab me this or grab me that. And then I kind of regret the Shrek video. I passed on some stuff, and then Paul decided to kind of lap him and say like, all right, I'm gonna hit these stores that he hit. I'm gonna follow his trail. And then I was like, yep, buy me that, and this.
Yeah.
I was using the video to scroll through. I was like, I want that one. I know it's on the shelf. It's upper right. Go look.
Yeah, I stopped back by there on the way back from Memphis and grabbed some more of those bottles because they were discounted so much. It was just I couldn't pass them up.
Yeah.
Especially on the price of like that toasted down home rye and the Dovetail and stuff. Those are like pretty big discounts from
huge. I think the Dovetail's like around 80.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And for what was it, like 25 or 30?
We can, Tracy. So
please tell.
So some of the local Memphis guys had took us to one of their spots, and they had connections there. And
a local honey hole.
Yeah, they had a Stag store pick that wasn't on the shelves, but they had it in the back. Yeah. So they made a call, and after our kind of like parking lot get together at Old Dominic, they had a few bottles. So a little small group of us ran over there, and we picked up a Stag store pick from one of the stores.
What was the proof?
I don't remember. I have it.
I'm gonna make him work for it. He's got to grab it. Oh, it's on the end.
Yeah. 131.8.
That's good.
So we picked up the Stag store pick.
That's awesome.
And so that's my first Stag store pick. I didn't have one.
That's really cool. Now I can talk a little bit about Stag. So my cousin, when I was down in Florida, he ended up going to a Renaissance festival. And there's a lady that will take all the different bottles and repurpose them to like kind of be more Renaissance like. And because of that, we got you, Bourbon Nerd.
I got you.
Yep.
I think that's Marty. I think Marty's the one who logs in. Is that you, Marty? I think that's who logs in under the Bourbon Nerd.
Yeah. But anyway, so what this lady does, she'll take old bottles and like kind of finesse them up a little bit, make them a little more woodsy and use them as decanters. So my cousin gifted me an old Stag Junior bottle.
Okay.
It's a really old one. So it's pretty cool. And then my cousin, he has one of those 175 Woodford ones, and it's all decked out. It's so cool. So awesome little gift to bring back. And it was interesting when I went through TSA. They're like, so do you have that thing filled? I go, nope, it's empty. You can open the cork. It's good to go.
So there have been some announcements this week of new bottles that will be coming out.
Yep.
In the news. So there's going to be a new bottle in the BTAC collection.
Yep. Our good old boy, E.H. Taylor.
Yep. So they're adding Colonel E.H. Taylor to the lineup for the BTAC. And it is going to be an older version of the current bottled and bond. So it will be at 100 proof.
Still be 100 proof. On the basic research, I don't know if I was one to break the news to like our bourbon circle, but I could not find an age statement on that.
No,
I think probably 14 to 15 is or maybe 17.
It's not going to have an age statement. I don't think it's because it's going to be a small batch. So I don't think they're going to age state it. It's just the news release said it's going to be older.
Yeah.
So they didn't say it will be age dated.
And I don't know if there's guesstimates on how old certain bottles should be.
Right.
I think E.H. Taylor is in that like 7 to 9 year range.
I think like six to nine. I think.
Yeah, something like that.
The regular E.H. Taylor.
Yeah. So.
Well,
so
whoa, Eric, you've never had any E.H. Taylor, like not even a small batch. Well, really? Well, yeah, that'll change.
Well, that's going to change. The next the next event with Weigel and Shane, when we do the bourbon, not bourbon real talk, Northeastern Ohio bourbon community. It's too many organizations we're in. But the next time, I'll make sure to bring a sample. If Todd beats me to it, then he'll bring it.
Yeah, I'll probably beat you to it. Matt, hot take: do we need another low proof BTAC? So that's what I was kind of getting to when we were talking about this. Is I think it's a mistake to put it at 100 proof. I mean, you've got the once a year barrel proof releases of E.H. Taylor, and it's like, to me, an example,
especially with the barrel proof ones. Yeah.
To me, an example is with Knob Creek, right?
Yeah.
So the Knob Creek, the single barrels at 120 are now the new cask strengths.
I think I will buy 128. I think, is that right?
I don't know. The one I got is 125.
Or 125. Okay.
The one I have, but to me, I would buy those over like the 18 or the 15.
Yeah.
And because those are at 100 proof, like so, like the Knob Creek 18's $170. It's 100 proof, and to me, it doesn't drink as well as the higher proof cask strength offer.
I like the 12, but it kind of is like where you're at that max age statement. After that, it's like, okay, you're not really going.
It's not worth the money when they're watering it down to 100 proof.
Exactly.
That older stuff. So I don't like the fact that this new BTAC. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I came across one at MSRP, I'm snatching it up. I'm going to try it.
Oh yeah.
But to me, it's not. I would rather go for a George. If I'm having my choice, I'm going to go for like a George T. Stagg, a William LaRue Weller.
Yeah.
Absolutely. At a higher proof before I would go for 100 proof older E.H. Taylor.
Now backing up a little bit, I know obviously this is another release that's supposed to come out this year, but I think there was a miss with the Eagle Rare.
Yeah, the new Eagle Rare that's coming out, the 12 year,
90 to 95.
Yeah, it should be 101.
At least 101. That's what it was.
Originally, Eagle Rare was 101, and that's what the BTAC release is, right? The Eagle Rare 17 is 101. I'm thinking that's why they didn't do it, because they have the 17 year 101. Mm-hmm. But I agree. I think they should have released that at 101.
Absolutely. There you go.
Cheers. Hey, cheers, Brian. Thanks for joining us. I'll be seeing you in a few weeks at our barrel pick.
Yeah. Life on the patio.
I got
you in there for 2. I'll take any BTAC through OHLQ that you can get 100%. Only way to get
it. Of course.
I mean, I know it's not a BTAC, but it is a Brown-Forman product. I'm very fortunate to get the King of Kentucky this past year.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And holy crap! That's best pour I ever had. And I went down to South Carolina. I brought that down for 3 of my friends down there in a little 2-ounce sample because I don't have much left of it. And my one buddy was trashing on it just because he's wanted to get me riled up. Yeah. He's like a 1.5. I'm like, out of 1.5? Like, what are you talking about? And he goes,
that's an amazing pour.
So I know it's one of the most expensive bottles that I have, but it is also the best tasting that I've experienced in my entire life. It is so good.
I want to grab here
the fruit shirt. That's a good one.
Yeah, let's drink a little.
Yeah,
Old Forester single barrel black label. So talking about special bottles and stuff like that.
This is tatered out beyond belief.
Yeah, so this was a group pick of an Old Forester single barrel.
Yep, it's from
the black label.
Yep, 100 proof. It's from the Rubber City Bourbon Society here in Akron, Ohio.
And if you watch my videos and stuff, you know I absolutely love the black label Old Foresters.
It's one of my all-time favorites too. Can't
wait to hear about the barrel pick experience you guys have. So when we go down with Brian, it's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it for sure. I think I love the barrel picks and the after parties. They're always good. But speaking of special bottles, so tomorrow my daughter graduates from college.
There you go.
So
hell of an experience.
And it's weird for the graduation ceremony to be on a Thursday, but that's what the school decided.
Thirsty Thursday. Gonna celebrate. Pop open the bubbly. Todd's gonna switch
This better
out.
not close on me.
You got 44 minutes.
Okay. But I do have a special bottle that I'm going to be opening tomorrow. An Old Forester President's Choice. We've been saving this for my daughter's graduation.
I think you've had it for like almost a year and a half now.
About a year. About a year.
That's close. Yeah.
It is a 10-year, 55.15 proof. It is bottle number 75 of the President's Choice.
There you go.
So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that. And I'll be opening that tomorrow night for her graduation.
This one is so unique.
This is fantastic.
So as mentioned, this is from one of our local city clubs, the Rubber City Bourbon Society. And it is literally just like that gum.
It is.
It's
a very fruity Old Forester.
Almost like a fruity pebble.
Yeah.
And just so many flavors, so tropical.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Old Forester in general.
Same.
And I'm excited to open up this President's Choice. And I'm excited for her to graduate college.
Yeah. And then, if I'm not mistaken, a little later this year is the wedding. Or is it next year?
Her wedding is, you're right. Her wedding is in October. She'll be getting married in October.
You go. Yep. I'm curious to know what bottle you're going to do for that wedding.
I haven't decided yet. I don't know. Haven't decided anything for her wedding at this point. We'll see.
All I know is she probably should do something low proof like this. So that way you don't get like the drunk eyes for all the pictures. It's going to last the rest of her life.
Well, so they do, they do the wedding drinks for the bride and groom and stuff. Her drink is like a mixed drink with like a vodka mixed drink. Okay. Purple Rain, I think it's called.
Oh, well, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Culture.
But his drink is Jack and Coke. So that's his drink. Yeah.
I love it. Maybe spruce it up and throw a lime in there.
That's a little too fancy.
I know. That's spruce it up.
I'll be talking like that.
That's awesome. I just love the smell of this. I managed to
it's just so fantastic all around.
I managed to get 3 bottles of this, and one was for a friend in South Carolina and 2 for me. And I'm pretty sure my first bottle was like close to gone. Like it's down here.
Thank you everybody for the congratulations.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of the most proud moments to watch the little tassel move go from this side to that side, or this side to this side, whatever way you turn.
Yeah,
it's a cool little feat, little milestone in the hat.
John, your son's graduation is next Friday. Awesome, congratulations! Now, what school is he at that they're graduating next week on Friday? My daughter she goes to Kent State.
So, there you
go. But yeah, she's graduating with the education program. That's what she's been in. So she's going to be a teacher.
There you go. Now, does she have a job lined up?
Right now, she's been applying for like a full-time teaching position. Right now, she's been offered the permanent sub position at a couple of schools.
That's good.
She's still trying to find somebody with a permanent teacher position.
That's usually how you get your foot in the door, because they're like, okay, we know you, you know our system, you know our protocols. And it's like, okay, it's an easy hire at that point. So kind of, it gets you in the door. It's better than nothing. So that's good.
Matt says that Midwestern weddings are superior.
Yeah, we have this thing called a cookie table.
I was going to bring that up. Yeah, I was about to say that's something that
it's a Youngstown, like Northeastern Ohio thing. Yeah. And I would argue, as much as I hate the city, it's also a Pittsburgh thing.
Okay, well,
yeah, they're close to the border.
but yeah, they have the cookie table, and as someone who grew up in the South, I had never heard of such a thing.
Yep.
So that was completely foreign to me.
My brother got married this past August, and we were at a country club in Youngstown, and easy 50 to 65 feet of cookie tables. My family, between all the aunts, the cousins, and whatnot, I think baked over. They had about 200 people, a little shy of 200 people, but everybody was able to take home a dozen worth of cookies.
Yeah,
a lot of cookies.
Yeah, there's going to be, it's kind of crazy. Lots of cookies, lots of cake. I mean, it's going to should be a good time.
Should be a great time.
Yeah.
What do you mean a good time? It's going to be a great time.
It's going to be nice when it's over, just because the whole thing's so stressful.
Yeah.
Just get up and once it's over,
I've been
be a
in
big,
over
big relief.
I've been in over 30 weddings, not attended. I've been in over 30 weddings, and trust me, there's nothing more like a hurry up and wait. That's all a wedding is.
A polka dance. Polka is king up in Cleveland.
Oh, polka.
Yeah, I mean that's huge.
I always think of
this
John
area.
Candy.
Yeah.
Polka, 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 polka.
Polka, that's that whole thing's big up here in Northeast Ohio.
Oh yeah.
That cookie table, yeah. You don't know, Brian, you don't know about the cookie table, maybe because you're in a different part of Ohio.
Yeah, no, cookie tables are huge. It's open buffet of desserting.
So John's son is graduating from Purdue in nuclear engineering.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Wow, really congratulations. That's awesome.
That's fantastic. I know a couple of friends that
Sugar Kitty. Thank you for joining us, Sugar Kitty. If you haven't seen the email yet, I shipped out your samples you won last week in the race. They're on the way, and we are having a race again this week. So if anybody out there just joining, we are having a monster race here. And
a couple minutos.
Not
couple
much
minutes
longer.
Here. Yeah.
So if $5 at Super Chat gets you an entry.
Yeah. Wow.
You never heard of a cookie table. Yeah. So that's a thing up here in Northeast Ohio.
You just need to find more friends. That's what it is.
You set up tables and like everybody brings cookies, like bakes cookies and brings them to the reception. And you have these tables full of cookies.
And it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet of cookies. You get all different styles, like the thumbprints, little Hershey Kiss sugar cookies, Buckeyes, anything. They're so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Wisconsin, they do the polka dance at every wedding. I'm sure polka's big in Wisconsin too. I can absolutely imagine that. Yeah.
I mean, I know I referenced John Candy a moment ago in Home Alone, but the Sheboygan. What is it? Sheboygan Polka Kings?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember, but yeah, when they rode in the truck with the moms, they were trying to get back to the kids. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta see your kid. Oh, that's great. I was today years old when I found out about cookie tables. It is one of the greatest things. I think to give it a little more solidarity of what we're talking about, there was a huge article printed in the Wall Street Journal regarding cookie tables like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And my mom actually has it framed in her house.
Really?
Yeah. She's like, that's a tradition that's so Youngstown. It's so Northeastern Ohio that like we have to celebrate. It's in the Wall Street Journal. I love it.
Yeah, I had not heard of them till I came up here. So
yeah, no, they're absolutely incredible. Love it.
So
I also love this. This is a great pour.
Anybody else also just joining? I made an announcement earlier. June 14th, I'm going to have a 1-year live stream celebration. It's a Saturday. We'll be going for a couple of hours. We're going to be giving away bottles to people in the chat. We're going to have some special duck races, and we're going to have a Patreon bottle giveaway. So June 14th, Saturday.
Still time to sign up for Patreon.
Yeah, still time to sign up for Patreon before that.
Yeah, those limits have not hit yet.
And I'll be making like a full length and short video about it, here in the coming couple weeks. But, keep that in mind. June 14th, we'll be having a big live stream celebration.
Yep. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. I say, Jim, near Cleveland, and still haven't heard of that term. Man, you need to go to some more weddings.
Yeah. David, so the cookie table is separate from the dessert table.
Oh, yeah.
You still have your regular dessert table that all weddings have.
Yeah,
the cookie table is an additional section of tables.
Yep.
So they're not mixed in.
As you can tell from my my waistline, we don't go light on the dessert section.
Yeah, a lot of desserts up here.
We're all about it. We absolutely love it.
Yeah, so like I said, June 14th.
The Kenosha Kickers. There we go. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. That's what I was. Yeah. That's what I was looking for right there.
Oh, there's a Driftless Glen pick called the Kenosha Kickers. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
That makes sense. Like they're out of Michigan though, are they? Are they Wisconsin or Michigan?
I just remember.
For some reason I was thinking Michigan.
I wasn't in the Chicago area, but yeah, just because I don't know, they got to drive through Chicago, so that's why I keep thinking that.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, absolutely. Stay tuned, and we'll have more information on like the bottles we'll be giving away and stuff. So
yeah. For the record, if you still hit me up, I have no clue. I learned about most of the stuff today.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about it.
I'm just a patsy for the higher ups, which is him.
Yeah, the only person I've talked to about it is Devin. So
yep. Well, no, and Renee.
Well, Renee, yeah,
she was there.
Yeah. she knows everything that's going on. So, shots tables. That sounds like a lot of fun. I have one of those.
I like that. The problem is that more like the Erie area, because I know there's Erie Brewing Company. I have a friend who's a part owner of that place, and they have I think it's Rail Bending is like their flagship beer, kind of like Great Lakes has Dortmunder Gold. But yeah, shot tables. Most places in Ohio like don't allow you to do shots. They make you put an ice cube or something in it, so it kind of defeats the point of shooting it back.
We are supplying the alcohol for the bar at my daughter's wedding.
Yeah, there you go.
We're supplying the alcohol ourselves.
That doesn't surprise me. You have a great selection behind you.
Well, a lot of this isn't going to be going. There's going to be a whole lot of Jack, and then I'll have some special bottles
and ice and Coke
set back. Yeah, but I'll have some special bottles set back. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. It's going to be but we have to have everything. So we have to get like the vodkas and all that kind of stuff. And so I don't know. I'm just going to go out and find some stuff that's I can buy in bulk. I
would do if it's on the table, Buckeye vodka. It's out from Dayton.
No, probably not.
That's good.
Probably not. I'll probably just grab something that's because it's going to be used in mixed drinks. I'm not going to be too. I'm not.
It's like vodka. It's like $30 for a handle.
It's not too bad. But,
no,
I don't know how much.
It's Ohio.
Yeah, I would actually.
I'll
we have a vodka distillery up in Medina. Voodoo vodka.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So if I was going to get something,
I was going to say
Ohio, I'd get something local.
Well, also Lake Erie. They have pretty good vodka.
Yeah, they had vodka too. Yeah, they did have vodka too.
They have the wheat vodka. Or not wheat, the whey vodka. Whey vodka.
See if you can find a store that will give you raffle points for allocated bottles.
Yeah.
That's true. That's like uncorked.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite stores.
There, yeah.
Literally like not even a block. It's literally across the street from the river.
There's Brad.
Of that. There we go. Finally showed up.
Hey, Brad,
you're only 52 minutes late.
Brad, you're too bad you missed Memphis. You know how much you love having my trunk samples? Yeah. We had a trunk bottle share in the parking lot. So it wasn't just samples pulled out of a trunk. People were popping fresh cracks of bottles from their trunk.
Kind of like that.
Down in Memphis.
Kind of like that newer concept of trunk or treat.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like that Halloween vibe.
Trunk or drunk.
Yeah, trunk or drunk. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that might be a good little slogan.
Yeah. So you missed that. You should have made the Memphis pick. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we have to go buy. We haven't bought all the alcohol yet. I do have a lot of stuff we're bringing, but I need to buy some of those things I don't typically have, like a bunch of vodka and a bunch of tequila, I guess. I don't know what I'll bring.
Tequila.
Yeah, I don't drink anything besides whiskey. So
that's fair. However, what I would recommend is, I don't know too much on the limitations, what you can or can't bring.
Cheers, Gandhi.
But what I would recommend doing is like at least one special bottle for like the immediate family or for like the groomsmen.
Yeah, that's all. I already got that plan. That part I got covered.
Bravo.
For the wedding party.
Yeah,
they're
set.
For the dad of the bride, me. Well, there'll be a special bottle.
A subtle flex right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
But I'm not going to take one of my big bottles. Just put it out on the bar where people don't know what they're drinking.
We've done that for weddings.
You'd be dead. You would have had a good time, Brad. There are about 3 cases worth of bottles in people's trunks that were just people just taking pours.
And Brad, for the record, you wouldn't be dead. Tori would have killed you, and you would have been for sure dead.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun, though. It was a lot of fun. The whole thing was a lot of fun, and it was a great pick, man. Like, you tried it. I thought,
no, it's incredible. I wish there was more than a little third of a bottle that I had. It's so good.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. I need another pour here, Patrick. What am I going to do?
Another glass?
I'll use this glass. Let me just pick something out here.
Okay.
What am I going to grab?
I don't know. I'm at your disposal here.
Yeah, let's drink a little bit of Stag. Let's see. What did I grab?
Why not? We're talking about weddings.
Yeah, 24B.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
There you go. We'll put this one over there.
So we will be doing the monster race here in a few minutes. If anybody else wants to get in, $5 in super chats gets you an entry into the race.
Yes, sir.
I'll give it a couple of minutes and we'll run that.
Yep. And for those who are just joining, I know it's a question we haven't asked yet, but what are you drinking tonight? Currently, we are on the 127.8 proof 24B Stag. So we're drinking this bad boy tonight, as well as some other delicious pours.
Yeah, well,
so
yeah,
thank you for opening up the arsenal.
Yeah, we've been through several. It's always more to go.
Oh, yeah.
I love the nose on Stags. I do. I think even
so good.
Yeah. Now some are always better than others, but I don't think I've had a bad Stag.
So
the worst Stag is better than most other bottles.
So what you're saying is very similar to Blue Note. I've never had a bad pick of Blue Note.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I've not had as many. I've had 5 or 6 different Blue Note picks, and I have liked all of them.
I think I'm around like 15.
You've had that many Blue Note picks?
Not like I've tried them at like friends' houses or like, oh, we got this one. Oh, this is a third one from this store. Like, try this. And, I think for me, Blue Note has been introduced probably just before the pandemic, like 2019, 2020. So I've tried over the years. Now this is like 5-6 years now. I've tried a number of different picks, and I think I've had 4 or 5 different ones. Me personally, 5 different picks, let alone the other like 5 to 10 that I've tried.
I never had Blue Note until like about 2 years ago when I was down in Tennessee and saw it, because I didn't know anybody up here who had an uncut, unfiltered version. I saw one when we made a trip down to Tennessee. We were going down to Nashville. That's the first time I had seen one, and I grabbed it then, and I've liked it since.
Yeah, they're so good, and like I said, the price point, like that $50 to like $65, they're so good. And more importantly, I've tried so many different varieties, and I know it's usually a Southern type drink. And with all my travels, I'm like, okay, I want something unique I can't get in Ohio. Like, boom, $50-$60 hits the budget. You can get something uncut, unproofed, or not unproofed, uncut, unfiltered. That is barrel proof. The tongue twister there, and it's like usually around like 115, 116 to like 122, 123.
Right.
It's delicious.
Yep, fantastic.
Yeah.
Poor decisions. He's talking about the bottle share we had for the Bourbon Together pick. He was
okay.
So when we did the Old Dominic pick, he was there.
Okay.
And we had a bottle share after, but it was like, there was like 20 people, and that bottle share, there were probably 50 bottles out for people to try that one. It was.
I was going to say, speaking of Bourbon Together, I think they were just in Charleston.
They did a Stripe Pig.
Same
weekend they did Stripe Pig.
I was down there when that happened, but I couldn't make it because I was doing work for my parents' beach house, getting it all ready for the rental season. But it was so good.
Is that where Stripe Pig is?
Charleston.
Okay,
yep. So it's about an hour 15 south of where my parents had their house.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the names for the race and run the race.
Last chance. If anyone else wants to donate.
Well, I'm going to cut it off now because I'm going to flip over and edit this list and add people.
There you go. Up to 1,000 names. For the record, those who cannot see, Todd is typing with chopsticks.
That's how I hunt and peck. You know what? I can type 40 words a minute.
That's not fast. But that's fast with like.
Well, I use 2 fingers.
Yeah. How long have you been in tech? 23
years.
And he still types.
And I still type like this. Absolutely.
Last I checked, I think it was close to like 108 or 110. Not that that's a lot either, but it's definitely like closer to secretary level, because I think it's like 140 or 150 is like that level. But man,
okay, I'm gonna make sure I got everybody in here. Eric, David, Tracy, Jim P, Bourboner, Life from the Patio.
Awesome. Any last seconds? Any last second entries?
And I'm gonna go ahead and present. Let me switch over. Share screen.
There you go. All right, got to hit randomize or whatever.
I'm going to do 45 seconds.
Yeah, hit what? Set?
Oh, yeah, I got a random. Hold on. Clear. So there's the names. Done.
Maybe there isn't a random in this one.
No, I guess you don't randomize this. That's the wheel. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
45 seconds. And here we go.
All right. And we're off to the races. Let's see. Oh, I love the
Eric with the
marshmallow.
early lead. Oh, Life in the Patio, the werewolf.
Oh, there's an AT-AT. Oh my God, Stay Puft Marshmallow,
Yeah, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yeah.
T-Rex.
I'm not sure, like an alien.
Oh
War
no,
of
that's
the World.
War of the
War
World with
Yeah,
Tom Cruise, and there was a version
T-Rex,
earlier.
the T-Rex. The T-Rex has the lead. The T-Rex.
Oh,
And,
coming in
he's
hot.
trying to- here coming from
Bourbon
behind.
Nerd.
Bourbon Nerd. Bourbon Nerd.
5, 4, 3, 2. It's a winner by a
Bourbon
hair.
Nerd. Marty.
There you go. There you go.
All right, Bourbon Nerd. If you're still on, hopefully he's still on. He'll be able to tell us which bag he wants.
Yeah. If not, we got to redo it.
No, I don't know.
Just giving hope to everyone else who donated.
So, Marty, are you still on? Tell us what you want, A, B, C, or D. If not, I'll get it later. But
Yeah. No, that's true too.
Here goes. Oh, I'm here. Okay. Which bag? A, B, C, or D? Which one do you want? You won the race. Yep. Congrats on winning, Marty. Just let us know which one you want, A, B, C, or D.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll show everybody what you won.
Yeah.
B. So grab bag B back there, Patrick. And let's see what we got.
Feet are all stuck. There we go. All right. So we got B as in Bravo. We got some glass.
You got a sample. Hold on, let me look at them first.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna do this. I was just gonna do this. Put them behind. There's one more in there.
All right. So you have the. Okay, this is my favorite blind flight I poured. So this is the light whiskey blind flight.
There you go.
You have a Penelope American Light Whiskey 17 year.
Delicious. Just got my own bottle.
The King's American Light Whiskey 17 year.
Delicious bottle we got for your birthday.
We did.
Or not me, but Renee. And I got to try it for his birthday.
Right. It was a birthday bottle.
Yes.
And the Obtainium 28 year aged in Stitzel Weller barrels, 160 proof.
Chef's kiss. Oh, it's so good I'll do it twice.
So there you go. I'll email me your address and I will ship those out to you.
Yeah.
Get you those samples.
You're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, I think that's a great blind. I love all three of those bottles for sure.
Yeah. No, absolutely. These are delicious. And for the record, I think the lightest one here is 135 proof.
Yep. That's the lowest proof. Is
135, 138.8.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, and 160.
Yeah, so that's a fantastic flight.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff. Good stuff. Light whiskey. Oh no, different type of light. They're Sugar Kitty. Yeah. So there you go. Congratulations, Marty. I'll get those out to you.
That's awesome.
All right, guys. Well, it's past the 7:00 hour. I got to get ready for my daughter's graduation tomorrow, and
he needs all the beauty rest.
I do.
Yeah.
We're going down early, and there's a big photo shoot. We're going out for dinner, so it's going to be a whole big to do.
I didn't know dinner was at like 6 a.m.
Well, no, but I still got to work before.
Yeah, it's true too.
So thanks everybody for joining us, and next week I should be back to my regular Thursday.
Yes.
So this would be the last week where I think I have something on Thursday that's bumped me, a day early.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining, Patrick, and thanks everybody for watching. And remember, until next time, the best bourbon or whiskey
is the one you like the most.
We'll see you guys.
Cheers.